Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name's Eddie. This is my garage. My driveway's over there, my Renault 8's out there, and you joined me after our last video where we had a complete failure, some sort of electrical issue where the no-dis unit ended up being pinned to ground on the coil output wire. So I am currently still waiting a response from Motorsport Electronics. They've got the ECU back and they're meant to be checking it and letting me know what the crack is or what they find. But I found another one locally. Now, I have got mapping booked for a week from now, so I'm very keen to get this up and running and working fine. And yeah, if they decide early next week that there's a fault with it and they want to send me another one or fix that one and send it out, it's not going to be in time to meet the mapping deadline. I don't want to extend it if I can, though I would have done if I needed to, but locally to me I found someone selling this, which is another no-dis Pro, along with some other random bits that I might use in the future on this car. I've got a set of carbs off a 600cc Yamaha, and a manifold and a fuel pressure regulator off a, what was it, a 1.8 MX-5. So we might repurpose those, or we might just sell them, because I only bought it as a complete lump sum for this. Now, fingers crossed this one works, but I am going to pin it out quickly, as you can hear. Now, on my other one, I had a fault between pin, what was it? Let's have a look on my thing. The A1 pin, which is a green wire, which is coil negative feed. It's a switched earth. And I had continuity between that one and the other main earthing points of the ECU. Excuse the tumble dryer, that's just decided to kick in. Now, checking all the pins, all of them, I've got no continuity anywhere, which I'm assuming is a very good thing because I had continuity on the last one and it was broken. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to bang this on the car, plug it into the loom, no sensors attached. I'm going to switch the laptop on, I'm going to talk to it, I'm going to pull the map that's on it off, and then hopefully load on a good base map from that back to the car with 36:1 trigger wheel settings and some other basic bits and bobs. And we're going to then plug things in bit by bit and see what happens. I've also got a brand new coil again, so I've got everything here hopefully to make it run again. So I'm going to take my time this time. Rather than throw it all in, I'm going to keep all the sensors disconnected until I plug them in one by one and hopefully see if there's any change or any issues. I've checked all the wiring, I've checked it 3 times, can't find a problem there. So I was down as, or I'm as far as thinking that the coil pack was faulty or the ECU was faulty. But we will trick it as we go. So wish me luck. I'm going to slap this back in now and hopefully it's all good this time. Right, so ECU's just dangling there. It's got a blue signal flashing, so I think that's the slower one, but I'm not sure. What we got is it plugged in, connected to the ECU. I've unplugged everything, including the fuel pump. Nothing's wired in to the ECU. So we're now gonna click that and go. It's pulling from the ECU. And we can see it is on a 36:1 already. Primary load's throttle position, secondary load's map. There's probably lots of bits and bobs on here. What I'm actually going to do is save the calibration file. So on ECU already. I'm just going to save that. Let's have a look what's on it. To be honest, I'm assuming it might be a base map already. No, the dwell on this one's different.
It's actually higher than my last one. The last one was 2.8. Ignition table. What I might do is adjust this one and see if it'll start on this, but at the moment ECU's plugged in, no crank IRQs climbing. It's on the right thing. We need to have primary load as map, secondary load as TPS. That says it's gone to the ECU. So, right, where are we going to start? IO setup. Right, it looks very much like it's set for coil packs. So we are going to have to change some of these bits. Ideally what I need to do is load up a fresh base map, I guess. So let's just do that. Load. I don't want to load my old file. Let's see if we can just load a base map. Only show compatible base maps. That's no good. Ooh, let's just select everything just so we've got it. Load. Do you want to send the data to your ECU? This will erase the existing. See, already this one's working better than the last one. Calibration successfully loaded. Right, I'm going to fiddle with some extra settings and then we're going to crack on. Right, so far we're on to a winner with this one. Right, got everything set running now, so we got RPM output idling just over 700, full sync, crank IRQs counting up with the engine. We're currently up to 42 degrees, map sensors reading, ignition advantage reading, batteries charging. We're pretty much set on base map now. We've got my trusty Clio 4 RS catalytic converter, trying to divert the gas back that way instead of filling the garage up. So yeah, it's running and it's running well, and I haven't seen any faults like we did with the last ECU, so I'm hoping this is now good. I'm going to let it fully warm up, check everything over, and then hopefully give it a test drive, and fingers crossed we don't break down when that happens. Right, welcome back to the 80 show. We are going to chance it and we're going to give it a test drive. Car's stone cold. It's the next morning from whatever part of the video you've seen. Last time I tried this on the previous ECU I ended up stranded. This ECU seems to be working fine at the moment. Fingers crossed it carries on, and it was just an original faulty ECU, but yeah, we're going to give it a go. We're going to go for a test drive, put a few short miles on it and see what goes on. Check the coil pack, make sure it's not overheating and stuff. She just catches. Bear in mind I've got no choke or anything on this either, so sort some brackets out for this at some point, rather than just the cable ties. still running. Right, tweak the idle speed up a touch. We will carry on. Coil pack's not even warm though, so that's good. The last one was notably hot to touch. Guys, so far so good. Everything's running smooth. It's a bit flatter than it used to be, but yeah, it's not mapped, so I'm not expecting like full whack performance. But it seems to be putting it along just nicely. Not registered a single misfire at idle, or anywhere, or even felt one, except for when it was stone cold, which I kind of expect anyway. But yeah, seems to be working fine. This new second-hand ECU is doing the business. So over the next week, I'm going to be putting some extra miles on it, making sure it's all good for next Friday. But yeah, now we're back onto a winner. I'm feeling a lot more positive about it. To be honest, when I was having the issues like a week or so ago, with the ECU and the coil pack exploding and it not talking to the ECU properly from the laptop, I did question whether I should have just slapped a dizzy back on it and a coil, like a normal 12-volt coil. But so far I'm happy. Just need to get it mapped up for all the performance at all the revs, which will be good. And the ECU's then still got extra things it can do in the future, which I may look to add in. Launch control, like I even need that. But yeah, there's a few little bits and bobs. Hold on. Oh, dodging. I'm not going to kick off about the rumps too much like I do in my other videos. But yeah, they're good. They're running very well. Like I say, once it's warmed up, it's just doing its thing. It'd be nice to have a little bit of extra horsepower at the end of it. The extra horsepower throughout the whole rev range, even if we don't increase the top line, I'll be very happy with. But yeah, for now we're just going to pop to the shops quick and make sure that everything's okay. Okay, so we've put some miles on it. I think everything's going well. Coil pack's staying relatively cool. Car's actually running really well, but when we're doing the cold start. But yeah, from me this is going to wrap up all the videos so far. Next up is definitely mapping. We've got it booked on the 28th, so we're about a week away. I've been to the shops, got some bread. Car's running well, not overheating, needs a damn good clean after winter. We've got some foliage growing in there, so that'll need sorting. To be fair, I should have probably wrapped it up over winter and not let it get so wet, but I have used it on the odd occasion before I've taken it off the road for this bit. But yeah, we're good to go. We're going to be wrapping up. This is the end of the video. We're done. Thank you.